Casualties. These are casualties of Umoino's last week defection. That's what we're talking about today. Rats, political rats, are abandoning Akwa Ibom as we speak. To catch up very quickly, Umoino's cowardly move to Akwa Ibom, in Akwa Ibom, to APC has created what we call Umoino's casualties, as political rats are shamelessly abandoning ship. Some of them are leaving him. Some of them have abandoned the states. Ran away from Akwa Ibom just yesterday to rub salt in Akwa Ibom's wounds and injury and finalize his conquest of Akwa Ibom state by forcing Umoino to change parties. President Bola Tinubu appointed his friend, a very tight friend of his in Lagos. They grew up together. A known political ally, Alhaji Muiz Banire from Lagos. He appointed him just yesterday, pro-chancellor of University of Uyo in Akwa Ibom State. As we speak now, University of Uyo is going through turmoil. The fights against the vice-chancellor who is trying to leave. He wants to appoint new people. The VC is fighting with his own lecturers. The place is in turmoil. Imagine. And Tinubu sent someone all the way from the southwest. Tinubu's boy is going to be the boss or chairman of this council of Akwa Ibom State's most important and largest university. We know he's not coming there to be chairman. He's coming there to report anybody who is against Tinubu to Tinubu. He's coming there to report dissenters. In fact, a lecturer in the university said this to me, and I'll quote him, "Make una see wetin them don't do to us." So that's from a lecturer in that university. The capture of Umoino, and indeed, the capture of Akwa Ibom is complete, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What is this sickening fallout of this dumb move by Umoino? This was a dumb move. This was a Judas move. Judas Umoino has seen his own commissioners and members, or forced his commissioners and members of the state and federal House of Assembly to follow him like sheep. He forced them. He blackmailed them. But two key figures stand out in this political drama. His supposed mentor, former Governor Umoino, who made Umoino governor, and his former information commissioner for special duties, a lot of commissioner posts he had, Inie Memobong. Both of them have refused. Udom Emmanuel, the same man who personally handpicked this Umoino when Udom Emmanuel was governor, he handpicked this Umoino for Akwa Ibom, is now conveniently watching from the sidelines. He's hiding. As for Inie Memobong, the outgoing commissioner, he's not going quietly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not governance, my people. This is a tragic comedy of selfish men. It's about them. And hear this loud and clear from me. Akwa Ibom State is not benefiting Akwa Ibom people from any of this drama. Akwa Ibom people are victims here. Not one kobo goes to an Akwa Ibom person, ordinary person. First, let me talk about Udom Emmanuel's deafening non-reaction, because he had been quiet. So he trotted out his aide, who made an authorized statement on his behalf, because all of them went and sat there looking like hostages. And Udom Emmanuel was not there. This is the quote from his aide. Quote, "The immediate past governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Udom Emmanuel, has neither issued a statement nor granted an interview in line with his decision to allow the governor a free hand to run the state without interference. He has returned to his private engagements," unquote. We know that's not true. That's not true. So Udom Emmanuel knows very, very well that behind the scenes he's trying to collect, his pound of flesh. He knows that. He gives Governor Umoino a free hand, Abi. He washes Umoino's hand like Pontius Pilate. It is Udom Emmanuel himself who handpicked this very individual. He handpicked Umoino, this individual who is selling Akwa Ibom State to the highest bidder. This is not statesmanship by Udom Emmanuel. It's not at all. This is complicity through cowardly inaction. As someone said to me yesterday, Mumu done too much. And then the utter contempt for the collective intelligence of 15 million Akwa Ibomites. Let me tell you something. Bola Tinubu will sooner than later use EFCC to intimidate that former governor, Udom Emmanuel, into joining APC. Just what? He's going to join. I'm giving you this information for free. You don't have to pay for it. A lot of consternation, a lot of speculation. A local journalist, Godswill Essien, reacted. These are part of the fallout. Quote, in a move that reeks more of opportunism than statesmanship, claiming his defection is to align the government to the center to attract more resources to the state, unquote. Such a claim is not only tepid, it is dishonest. Udom Omoyeno is being dishonest. It is even insulting to Akwa Ibom people. This is a man, Emperor Omoyeno, who in just 2 years has reportedly received nearly 1 trillion naira. 1 trillion naira from the Federation account and Akwa Ibom derivation. Yet, nothing comes close to commensurate development. No development. No real development. Outside awarding contracts to his cronies, contracts of job nobody knows will ever be finished. To cloak such selfishness, which he did that day, in the language of attracting resources, is to mock the poverty of Akwa Ibom people. That's a mockery of Akwa Ibom people. Nigeria's democracy, ladies and gentlemen, is in danger. The danger is not just because of INEC rigging elections. INEC rigs elections every minute. Everybody knows that. But because of shameless men like Governor Omoyeno who mistake power for property and public service for personal ambition. The people of Akwa Ibom deserve better. Nigerians deserve better, ladies and gentlemen. So those words from that journalist, these are powerful, painful words. They're not from me, they're from the journalist. This is the brutal truth many are too afraid to speak. Nobody wants to speak this truth. I will speak it. That journalist tried, but I will speak the truth. That's one casualty. Another casualty. The curious case of Commissioner in Melbourne, who just a couple of weeks ago was Special Duties Commissioner. He declined to follow Omoyeno. He did not only decline, he resigned, and then he wrote an open letter. That's very rare. Usually these people are afraid. They want to protect whatever wealth they've been able to accumulate. So I received this quote from an unadmiring APC stalwart who does not buy the fact by many that this commissioner for special duties resigned out of principle. Some people are congratulating him. Oh, principle, you resign. Well, this is what this stalwart told me, quote, not my words. Comrade Memobong reportedly served God's will so faithfully in the past in doing dirty jobs for many years. He was handed over by God's will to Deacon Udom, under whose watch he, in Memobong, ridiculed God's will, turned against God's will, ridiculed God's will to no end. His inability to follow Governor Omoyeno right now and others to APC should be understood in this light. At a church attendance yesterday, Sunday in Uyo, he openly requested the congregation to pray for his safety, as rumorsly he's relocating overseas. His refusal to join APC in Akwa Ibom has absolutely nothing to do with any political party ideology. Unquote, unquote. This is for APC stalwart in Uyo. Rats, ladies and gentlemen, are abandoning a sinking ship. Now, wow. The tangled web of personal vendettas, political convenience, and the absolute absence of ideology in their actions. Their action has zero to do with ideology. It's all about money, it's stealing money. These are the men playing with Akwa Ibom destiny, using Akwa Ibom people as pawns in their power game. That is where I come in. They will not be allowed to use Akwa Ibom people as pawns. The recent activities of these three men and others. Omoyeno's outright betrayal of Akwa Ibom people, I've spoken about this. Udom Emmanuel's cowardly silence. And Ini, Commissioner Ini Memobong's self-serving exit vividly illustrate how Akwa Ibom is being run. It also, on a national level, shows how Bola Tinubu acts. He has shamelessly pocketed Akwa Ibom State. He's doing that in the Niger Delta states now. This is not governance. This is conquest. Plain and simple. And it is a chilling blueprint for the rest of Nigeria. They use this all over the country. This formula, there are many states, Rivers, Delta State, is doing this stuff. So to fellow Akwa Ibomites, to Nigerians listening, what do we do, you ask? How do we fight back against this tyrannical slide into a one-party stranglehold? I will repeat this. There's one big way. A direct action needs to be taken. It is important to internationalize your dismay. It is by appealing to the U.S. State Department to deny Umoino and his hundreds of retinue a visa to attend the Artisan Convention in Maryland this August 2025. This will prevent him from wasting billions of Akwa Ibom State funds to finance a 100-man retinue to go stay in first-class hotels and enjoy life in Washington, D.C., while Akwa Ibom people are dying of hunger and poor healthcare in Akwa Ibom State. The U.S. government needs to help Akwa Ibom. I am calling on the State Department, I'm calling on the ambassador in Lagos. Let the world know of his treachery. This is a concrete way, from just being one person to signal our rejection on an international stage. So join me. How do you join me? Your subscriptions to my podcast. Your comments, whether you support me or not on my podcast, I want to hear every comment. Sharing this podcast is other possible, or letting people know what is happening in Akwa Ibom. Today, nobody can hide. Your voices, your engagement amplifies our collective power against these oppressors. Internationalize the struggle. If you want to reach me, 914-521-0817. Your stories are our power. So until next time, stay strong, stay informed. Never ever give up on Akwa Ibom. Never ever give up on many states in Nigeria. The fight for Akwa Ibom soul has truly just begun. Ciao. Peace. The chains will be broken. I am the independent voice of Akwa Ibom. This is a struggle to help Akwa Ibom people. I am Ofiong Akwa. Be well, be good to yourselves. See you soon. God bless you.